And for this presentation, we are taking it from the three standpoints of introduction, presentation of results, and then our long-term vision. When we started with 2 products, 1 machine, 10 workforce, that's 7 permanent staff, and 3 casual workforce. And we also have 2 markets. It was really a bad financial situation, and with an operating profit margin of 5.2% and return on equity minus 16.08%. With that, we had to hit the ground running, and one of those things we did was to go for new road and then increase our capital by 100,000 euro. And I will leave my colleagues to do justice to it.
Okay, so I will present you the financial results. So this is the operating revenues and net income for year 4 for period 13 and 14. You can see that B2 we have like 5,200,000 euros of selling, which is 2,500,000 more than the second team, which is this week. We also have the base net income of 463. You can see that the difference between operating revenue and net income is quite big between our firm and the other firm, but in net income the difference is quite small because we have a strategy of low prices and our profitability was not as good as yours. So for final return earnings, we add all the current income and the return earnings we found out on the balance sheet. So this means that finally, after 10 decisions, we make our shareholders earn 625,000 euros. For operating margin, so as I said to you, we have 8.95% of operating margin, which is not as good as other group, but this is due to our strategy of high volume and low prices. For return on equity, we have 47.51%, meaning like
the global productivity index, the social productivity index, and the technical productivity index. So, for example, between the period 10 to 14, we begin with a negative net income because when we bought Speed 2, we fired 2 persons, so we don't have enough workers to produce. So we lost a lot of production. So in period 11, the capacity of production increased thanks to Speed 2. So we catch up all the demands we lost in the period before. And in the period 12, we had a breakdown of our machine. And finally, since the period 12, we had bought a second machine, Speed 2, and we exploited the production and the sales.
Okay, so now I'm going to speak about the evolution of our prices. So it was strategic decisions we made throughout the game. So these are our core products that we were having at the beginning on the plasma TV, so the TKL32 and TKL40, both on hypermarkets. So the strategy first was to maintain an average price, but then slowly increase the price to go above the average price, about 15%, so 15% above the average price. So, but what we can notice also is that on period 12, when we were having 2 machines to support the production of our products. So it's when we started decreasing the price to become leader in terms of volume on our market, so plasma TV market. This strategy worked, and we repeated the same strategy for even the specialized market, again on plasma TV, that we entered at period 8, so supporting the communication budget and supporting all the budgets. We increase the price until we get the second machine to get the volume and support the strategy of volume and low prices. Then we operated a new strategy of entering a new market, the digital camera market, with one product first, the TKP37 on specialized stores. So then we started with the same strategy, average prices that we increased until we reached the second machine. Then we decreased the price because of the volume. Same for the same song, and for the same song it was a little bit different because we had to negotiate with the same song company.
2 minutes left.
So, and same for the specialized market.
Not 4 now.
For the sales per product, as you can see, we are leader on through 5 projects. I won't mention it, but and then we are our presence are on 7 open markets of 9. This is our final market share. It's different from the other team. I think we count it differently. We count every market that we have. So we represent around 38% on the market globally. And you can see the different shares for the other teams here. So all our decision is based on our long-term decision. So principally, we would like to focus on contracting all our product, or most of it, in order to invest and also invest in research and development to bring all the different products we can produce as much as possible. After, we would like to sign long-term contracts with the foreign company in the other market. So as we did at the end of the exercise, we produce for other team in order to now the demand existing as shown on the previous period for the other teams, so we can they know that they can increase their sales and then be sold everything they buy. After that, once the contracts are signed, reduce our product available for our market and increase our price in order to be very productive. After that, we want to increase our production in order to maximize our production and buy a second new speed 2, 2 new speed 2, and create a subsidiary on a foreign market. So introduce ourselves in the other market. So we would like to sell the product at lower prices, so we can sell us the price we want, and then sell it on the new market we are in. This will give us a price advantage and give us the opportunity to sell cheaper and at the same time and reach a better profit margin. After this, we would like to do exactly the same thing, so increase our production again and sign long contract terms with the other company in the foreign market. So repeat exactly the same thing.
So we already started implementing this strategy. As we can see, we use 41 points
extra minutes.
From 41.53% of our production for foreign markets, and we made 50% of our earnings in contracts. So different contracts, as you see, we signed 5 different contracts with other universe and 1 contract with Samsung. We did a total of 148,000 euros on other contract. So in the future, we want to make 60 or 70% of our earnings in foreign markets. Thank you all.